Alright, hello everybody, Skyrim here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Okay, now we're going to finally get into the crafting segment here of the legendary gear. I haven't even done this quest yet. I waited until I capped out everything, which I did in the previous video. I showed the caps on all the materials that we can get for crafting per week. They put this little tidbit in here. Have a weekly collection limit from Wild Zones and Dungeons on the, I call them fangs, tusks, or whatever, stained remains. The iron ore, of course, weekly collection limit from mining. And this one from mining as well, and the silver ore. Silver ore. I finally gotten the 6th crystal here, so I'm going to be doing this one as well in this video. But first, we have to do, I'm going to go ahead and do the quest as it stands. And I should have enough to, of course, craft at least a couple pieces of equipment.
Hey there. It's good to see you.
Okay,
Goodbye.
so here we go. Alrighty. So, what is it? What do you got for me, Charcy? Oh, you basically just want me to craft anything. Okay, fine.
Goodbye.
Legendary weapon
What
with
do you need,
Charcy.
friend?
All right, item crafting is where we go. Item crafting, or equipment crafting, sure. Let's pick the weapon. Honestly, what? Well, I guess they said main hand, right? So let's go ahead and do the main hand. Let's go ahead and follow along. Only 50 iron ore for it, so that's fine. I can do the fine craft, and that's what involves using the rhodolite. But I'm not going to do that in this particular one, just for the quest line. So we're going to just let this go. I'll craft another one after this. So here we go. What are you going to give me? Fortitude willpower, not bad. Unfortunately, the attributes are less than what I currently have equipped. And the combat rating, of course, is higher. I do have other pieces in my stash and on my other armory builds that are triple rolls, and they are 2400. So unfortunately, this one overall isn't all that great. It did give me a class-specific affix. Let's see here, but only... Oh no, it gave me two things. It gave me critical hit damage and one class-specific affix on here of the Ray of Frost, which is honestly useless in most builds. Okay, so there's that. That quest is done, right? Learn about using silver ore and rhodolite from Charcy. All right. Talk to me, Charcy. Oh, she has voice lines. I guess they couldn't get the voice line actor to do these any further, unfortunately. That's not surprising. They probably checked out already, in all honesty. Iron ore is great for me. Same with Lethis in in the story. Spoilers. But yeah, anyway. I hate when they bring in, like, they're in the story, but they can't get the voice actors to contribute any further, even though they already did. So I don't know what happens there. Of course, it's probably a money issue that they just don't want to budge on, and yada yada. But anyway, back to this. Iron ore is great for making weapons, but there's also silver, which is used in crafting skill stones. Yes, we know this. Rhodolite is fine crafting unless you personalize your magic equipment you want. Improves the chances it will be of high quality.
Be safe, all right?
Yeah? Is that it? Are we done now? Okay, we're officially done. However, we're going to go ahead and go into this mix now, and I will go ahead and do multiple things here. Let's continue on with the whole process here. I wanted to show it from start to finish. Just as a guideline for those that might see this in the future or currently. Either way, this is what these are for. Okay, so item crafting, we go back in again. We're going to go ahead and let's do a skill stone this time. Let's do a skill stone. Skill stones, oh, no wonder. Oh boy. Okay, so the maximum amount of silver that we can mine in a week's time is 150. We can only craft one skill stone per week. That's a little disappointing. I'd like to honestly see at least 2 in a week's time. This 150 per skill stone. That kind of sucks. But I guess that's what we get for the caveat of not having to use platinum to pull the skill stones out of a charm anymore by this method. So I guess that's the only upside, but here we go nonetheless. Let's go ahead and see what we get. All right, so slow time I might actually try to slot in, so that's not too absolutely terrible, but it's not the greatest either. Okay, so there we go. But then again, of course, it's all RNG. When you go and roll this to try to put into your charm, 3 out of 5 chances you'll land on a skill for your class in this method. And yeah. And then even still, it won't show you exactly how much that's going to benefit. What are the percentages on this one? Oh, wait, it's in my bag. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I gotta find you now. Okay, here it is in my bag. But there are no percentages attached to this. So I'm guessing... Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Let's go over to the NPC charm guy, which is actually the only point that they'll be used at this point for this method. We'll go ahead and look at Imbue, what we have to offer here. Okay, this is what I have currently on my old one that I've been running forever because building charms sucks. Really, really, really terribly bad. This system still needs a rework. I don't care what it, you know, it still needs a rework in general. It needs a complete revamping. Okay, so if we go, I just want to look at this. Ice Crystal had its moments way back in the day, but not anymore. So let's go ahead and click on this one. Select the skill stone. So this is the only one I have here, right? It doesn't give percentages still. There are no percentages listed here. Interesting. I mean, I already have slow time in there, and it says obtained. So I guess it won't give me it again. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to roll this right now, but I was just curious how before we could normally see the percentages on the charms. Well, the charms themselves, yes, before we rip the skill stone. So I guess this is a little different. Oh, that's unfortunate, because then there's no way of pushing these percentages up any further unless perhaps we get the same skill. And that's how this needs to be revamped. They need to revamp this, the whole setup of this. If you land on the same skill that you already have in your charm currently, that should go up by an additional 2%. That's just how it should be from here on out. It should have been for a while ago now, but...
You'll be back.
Okay, whatever. That's that for that. Alright, fair enough. Back to it here really quickly. Let's go ahead and finish off the big to-do. Let me see what I want to pick, actually. This is my lower combat rating setup here for the build that I run in dungeons and so on and so forth. So let's see if we can actually improve whatever the lowest combat rating piece is currently. It's a main hand still on this build. Okay. Well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Item crafting, equipment crafting. We're going to go ahead and do... I mean, I do have all these tusks. Yeah. I'm guessing that if we don't use these in a week's time, they will still go... We can still surpass the 150 cap the following week. It's just that's all we can acquire in a week's time. It won't be the cap of what we can hold in our bag. So there's no real rush to this if you want to hold off and wait and just kind of bide your time and wait for all the combat ratings to load up accordingly with your Paragon levels, and then say, okay, I need new gear. It's about time I'm at that next level up to where things will... I'll get a combat rating jump. That might be a better time to wait to craft, but that's just a suggestion. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do... Yeah, let's do another weapon again. Let's see, equipment crafting and main hand. So yeah, I used 50. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Let's go for a fine craft this time. Here it goes. There goes all 6 of my crystals. Yeah, I would just call them crystals. It's quicker. Crystal, it says right there anyway. So, yeah. Whew, boy. Okay, let's go in here first. Oh, almost messed that up. Go into here. Click on the magic attribute that you want to assign. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to choose from when it comes to a weapon here, I see. Okay, what do we want? What do we want to go for? This one is new, the Frostfield. That would only apply to a couple of my builds, but Frostfield does have its merits. Arcane Wind range increased by 8%, of course. That one's always a nice one to have for a various... Most wizard builds have Arcane Wind in there, so that would not be a bad idea. Teleport cooldown reduced. Teleport's definitely needed. Yeah, out of all this list here, there's an explosion on the hit. Scorch. Maybe with a freeze Scorch for some of you Scorch freezers out there. Of course, the basic free-to-play, unfortunate cookie cutter build. Yeah, so that might come in handy there for you if you choose that one. I'm going to go with the Arcane Wind. That's just a personal preference of mine. So, okay, we'll go with that one. There it is. It's set. And because we're doing the fine craft legendary equipment with the following 3 random attributes, so it'll be a triple roll. And it has a chance of being the 2 to 4 magic attribute on it. The 2 end kind of sucks. Honestly, with this kind of stuff going in here with what we're burning, I feel like that should be at least a 3 magic attribute. Counting the class attribute. The equipment gains a selected special magic attribute. Yes. So instead of, and if I get a 2, I'm only going to get 1 more magic affix here. I think we should at least have this one plus 2 more, but whatever. Oh, RN gods. RNG. Here we go. What are you going to give me? Do you want to add? Yes. Do not ask again today. It's fine. I won't be able to acquire more until next week. Give me an eye plucker. Fortitude, willpower, and intelligence. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. The combat rating, I feel I've gotten pieces of triple rolls, however, though, recently that are 2400. Why are you so low? Why are you low? Either way, it is better, though. These are the god roll for wizard. It is fortitude, willpower, intelligence. There's no vitality, which is very, very plus. I do have the arcane wind range increased by 8%. Now, I'd have to go and craft it on 3 other pieces. This is what I mean about saving up. You might want to save up all your materials and wait, and then craft these all together and chance your luck with it then to get the skill that you want and stack it up. So yeah, that would probably be the best approach to this, but nonetheless. And critical hit damage increased by 4.5%. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I can always re-roll that one. However, yeah, I only got 2 magic affixes total. I didn't get a 3. I didn't get a 4. I only got 2. And yeah. Still, not too terrible. Not too terrible. It's got lashed on it, but you can re-roll that one yourself and change it to whatever you choose. So that's fine. But yeah. Very, very nice on the triple roll as far as the stats are concerned for Wizard. Right? My personal preference, that's ones I would always like to have on all my pieces. If it was a triple roll, that was what I prefer. So anyway, there you go. That is the whole process from start to finish. Again, this is another guideline, a guide video to show the process for anybody coming in later into the game or just wanting to see how this entire thing works from start to finish and are afraid to try it out themselves, what have you. And those of us that have just gotten this over the past day since the most recent update to do this kind of thing, I again want to just put it out there for that reason alone. So anyway, until next time, everybody, stay safe out there in the real world, and far as always, take care of yourselves as best you can. One day at a time. It's all we can do. It's the best we can do. Until next time, see ya.